Hola a todos. Estoy haciendo este video para ustedes para explicar los mandatos, el imperativo, los mandatos informales y formales, porque no tuvimos tiempo en clase hoy para hacerlo. Voy a tratar de hacer este video menos de 10 minutos para ayudarles. So the informal commands are commands you'd use with someone you'd address in the to form or in the vosotros form. You're friends with them. So to start with affirmative to commands, you put the verb like comer, you put it in the to form, drop the S, come, eat. If it's a reflexive verb like sentarse, like sit down, you put it in the to form, te sientas, drop the S, but then you have to attach the te and add an accent. Siéntate. Typically, it's the third vowel back. These are your negatives. These are your irregulars, los irregulares. For the negative, you're pretty much using the subjunctive form, meaning you start in the yo form, como. Drop the O, add the opposite to ending, as. No comas. Don't eat. As you can see there, if it is a reflexive verb, you put the pronoun before. So like they, so it'd be visto como así. You drop the O, add the opposite, as. Well, there's a te there because you're talking to say, don't get dressed. So no te vistas. These are your irregular to commands, negative. So it's subjunctive. Again, you start in the yo form. You put the opposite to ending. So venir is vengo. You drop the O. As, no vengas. Like, don't come late. No vengas tarde a clase. Now, if you were going to have a pronoun in there, it goes in between. So don't make it, as in don't make the food. No la hagas. So with the negative, you don't attach it. The negative, it goes after no. The affirmative, you attach it and add an accent. Vosotros affirmative. You don't need to worry about stem changes here. If the verb is dormir, you leave it in the infinitive, drop the R, add a D. Dormir. Oh, sorry. If the verb is reflexive, remove the R infinitive and add os. You have to add an accent to the I in a reflexive IR verb. So from like, you all brush your teeth. So okay, so typically if you're like brush, it would be cepillad. But because it's reflexive, you actually drop the D and you just put os on it. You know it's a vosotros command because the pronoun is in vosotros. But as you can see, like, get dressed. You all get dressed. You have to have an accent there because it's an IR verb. The negatives, just like the negative to commands, it's subjunctive. You do the opposite. One thing to pay attention to is the stem change. IR verbs still keep their stem change. Notice dormir. You still keep that stem change. But jugar, you don't. If you look over here, there's no stem change. Formal commands and nosotros. Formal commands are the usted and ustedes commands. It's the same as before. You start in the yo form. Como. Drop the O, add the opposite usted or ustedes ending. And if we're bringing in vosotros, you add the, oh my goodness. Did you see what I just did? I didn't put the opposite. Hello. Sorry, it's been a busy day. Muy ocupado. So, coma, coman, comamos. Some examples here. What if they're negative? Then you put a no in front of it. Oh my God, now it's a negative command. No coma. Dios mío. Oh goodness, I didn't add the pronouns on here. So with the pronouns here, if you had, like, for instance, going back to sentar. So sentar, an AR verb. If I'm saying in usted form, siéntese. That's usted. To make it negative, you just put the se before. No se, siente. If you notice with the nosotros form, you still keep the stem change for IR verbs. So if I was telling you, let's all not sleep, let's stay up all night. No durmamos. If I was going to be saying, let's not fall asleep tonight. No nos dormamos. All right, espero que este video te ayude. Y si hay preguntas, por favor, envíame un email. Pero es todo. It is, I'm not even looking at a watch. It's not even a watch. I think it's like 5 something. All right, well, necesito irme para hacer la cena para Owen. Pero gracias y hasta luego.